Sunshine, coming to you with your quick energy update for the weekend. So this is your news update, just a quick one. So let's check over what's the overall energies for this weekend. Clear. The overall energies for this weekend is flexibility and openness. Okay, you know, this weekend we have a eclipse as well, which is supposed to be another portal that is opening. That's interesting in saying this openness is brought on by the moon energies as well. We know that also by it being that one thing is that they were talking about is dealing with the perspective of how we're seeing things. So that's why this weekend we've got to be flexible in seeing things as well. Some things is going to have to fall away. We got to see beyond what's also appearing and showing as well. We got to learn how to be able to connect the dots as well this weekend and kind of maybe look. Some of us might have our head in the clouds. This is what I'm saying. I'm seeing, and we got to find ways to kind of look beyond that. So now let's look at the divine masculine energies this weekend. Let's see. So that'd be all this weekend is 3 days as well. Clear. What's the energies for the divine masculine this weekend? Rebirth, like a phoenix. So some things are going to be burning off for the divine masculine this weekend. Here's your things. So he could become an individual. This has been coming up and popping up in a lot of the readings already. So again, he's working on him being like a phoenix, rising above the ashes. So some things might be crashing and burning this weekend with the divine masculine, and this is going to cause him to have a rebirth moment. So those things could be crashing and burning, could be towers, aha towers, hard towers. But at the end of the day, it's going to make him be able, just like we're celebrating independence, he's going to be able to have his own Independence Day. What's happening with the divine feminine this weekend? Clear. Divine feminine, you all are going to be working on love. Okay, that's fine. Beautiful. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Understanding that you're dealing with family matters this weekend too, and how that's understanding the ideal of love is being passed on, and how you're going to change that to others that are coming behind you. You also are talking about gratitude is your religion. That means what you're going to be practicing all this weekend, all of the time. So what I would do with you is just like really have you like I hear Kathy D saying in my ear, having a gratitude channel or a journal, or really making sure that you, before you go at night, that's another practice that you do this weekend. Just say 3 things that you're grateful for. As well. So that's going to be religion, because the more you're thankful for, the more the universe feels the need to fill that up with something. You got Mistress of the Labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. So again, you're going to process some things, because you got to learn how to be flexible this weekend, and you got to be open to some things. And so really understanding that your soul is going to be guiding you as to that, which is your heart. Your heart is, your soul is resonating in your heart space. So you're going to let your heart also show you the way, and then you're going to just kind of work on through these things that are appearing or showing up this weekend. You're not going to hold it. You're going to observe it, let it flow through you. And then you have, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. So you're finding ways in which you're bringing heaven on earth and creating that coming together. Most of that time when that kind of comes together, you can anchor those things into your heart as well. Or the bridge can also be your throat, or how you're being able to make things manifest as well. So how you are feeling it, how you are communicating it, are 2 different things to me that are really important for this weekend. Also understanding, clear, what's going to show up for the divine feminine this week, divine masculine this weekend, and what's going to show up for the divine feminine this weekend. this catches my eye. First thing I see here is the divine masculine. Feels like in some ways he's going to have to join forces together. He's going to have to ask some, I pick it up here, get a little help from my friends. You got the Three of Wands here. The divine feminine energies here, the emotions is going to really be the center of things. It's going to create this rebirth. What I'm seeing here, I got two men here and here. What's telling me is like the old divine masculine versus the new divine masculine. But the divine feminine energies is leading the way of that trinity that's going on as far as this action. So that's why I told you all earlier, divine feminines, keep yourself centered, keep yourself anchored, because that's going to help also, because it's interesting that this guy is light and this one is dark. So that's helping him to be able to create that balance while he's creating his rebirth, and how he's being able to be open to his shadow, open to his light, flexible to his shadow, or flexible to his light. Okay, so those are the things that we have here. We got Five of Wands. The divine masculine might even be trying to fight that actions of this actually happening, this rebirth. So we're going to have like a conflict or a contrast. These things are coming, these towers are coming, so it can kill. I hear the word kill Bill, so we can kill this energy off, so that eventually, oh, this is nice, okay. And we got four, so we got some leveling here. The divine masculine is going to be doing some leveling, but it's interesting. And go in the idea of this. It's like we talked about catalyst. Watch, make sure the playground. So the divine feminine is going to be a catalyst to get the divine in the emotions. Divine feminine energies is going to be a catalyst to make the divine masculine say, I've got to do some type of action that's going to bring my shadow and my light together. I might be fighting it as this is going on, because again, at the end of the day, I want to be my own individual. And so as he's doing that, there's going to be some victory there as he has this battle against these actions that's taken upon him. So those actions could be either karmic or third-party situations. It could be even himself, battling himself. But at the end of the day, there's going to be something to celebrate. Okay, and he's still leveling up. For the divine feminine, this weekend, we have Accolade of Swords. Right now, you feel as if, in some ways, you are battling some things, conflicts in your minds, divine feminines here as well, because this is like the Knight of Swords. So really understanding that you are getting prepared, but to me, it's not like you got your full armor about this. You know you need to fight it, but something about within you is not fully prepared about this as well. I see a storm kind of happening and brewing about this. Some things going on in the atmosphere. So I want to say it's the energies that's being stirred up this weekend that you might feel like, I don't feel too quite prepared for it. Right now I got this sword and I got this mask here to protect myself, but at the same time, I'm feeling it's interesting how this horse is kind of like on the sideway. I'm feeling a little off kilter riding on to this freedom thing here. You might feel also here, this is the Mother of Swords here. Again, some of them I think I've seen even with, Patricia McNealy talked about the energies with the divine feminine feeling this anger that she's battling with as well. I want to look this up real quick. Mother. Some of you all might have some issues with the mother this weekend, or a dominant figure that's a female that's playing part of it, a manipulator as well. That might feel like, wanting somebody's head on the platter. So that's what we're kind of dealing with there. So we got to kind of watch that. It's causing some kind of conflict as well this weekend when it comes to the divine feminine here. So watch it if some kind of feminine is trying to manipulate and kind of turn some things there as well this weekend. And kind of make you go a certain way, and you're like, that's not quite what I'm feeling at this point. So that again, you've got to deal with that. Part of me want to say that might be also some karmic might try to kind of mess around clear and try to do some things too as well. So watch that this weekend too, because she feels like she wants the divine masculine to serve somebody's head on a platter too as well. So we'll see. Keep yourself protected and shielded up too as well. The divine masculine, when he thinks about this connection this weekend, he wants, again, here's these third party energies here that he's got to deal with. He's got to make a decision. He's connected to one, but he's still holding on to you, divine feminine, and that's a conflict there. This is what we call in this rebirth that's going on here. He's understanding that, you're connected. He's trying to find ways to keep you connected this weekend, keep you open as well. And you're like, yeah, well, I'm keeping myself open too to other other things too, not other opportunities. He wants to present this cup of love, but something about you is like, again, you got your hand there, and you kind of still holding on. Anytime you see the hand going back, you're holding on to the past or something. Although this little offer he's going to want to give you is very small, but at the end, he's really, when he thinks of this connection, he really wants to pleasure you. At the end of the day, when we talk about this connection this weekend here, the divine feminines, you got 7 of Cups here. So again, you kind of stalemating. It's kind of like, I'm just kind of staying right here where I am. I know I got options as well, but when you think about this connection, you're like, yeah, what I really want to move to is this divine masculine, and I have this even swing to things, that it's an even flow to things. I give, he give, because in order for you to swing, you need to have that. So the divine masculine you feel like he's still trying to nurture you, trying to be nurtured by you as well, and you feel like in some ways you're the one that's causing the forward move, because again, in this position, it looks like you more in a dominant position as well, and which you are, because you're the most, again, aware one, and because of the action that you're doing is causing this forward moving, a back and forth movement, actually a movement in the connection period. This is also causing for the divine masculine to feel it over here, and for him to start that process of rebirthing. That's why they're saying this weekend, although everything is going on, and you might feel it with these energies that's going on with you, and also about whatever this woman that's coming in that's going to be kind of manipulated or whatever, they're saying just be flexible right now. Remember, I told you this, and be open with whatever's going on your way as well, because again, even in the connection, this is what they're saying, be flexible and open, so you can still create that forward movement, that forward swinging and momentum going between you. This to me is like momentum, like a pendulum. Momentum going on in this connection. What is the heart of the matter when we're talking about this? What is the heart of the matter? Clear. For the divine masculine, what's the heart of the matter? For the divine feminine. Need some clarifiers. Hold on one second. Okay, so first thing we have here is freeing yourself. So divine masculine is moving into this energy, understanding, especially if he wants this rebirth and to be his own man and be his own individual. He understands he's got to use flexibility and openness, but he also understands that he's got to free himself. Understand he's put himself in this self-imposed prison here, and it's time to take his control back. Right now, there's not an even exchange of energy. So this is interesting where he's at with this situation, person, place, a thing, karmic situation, third party energies. It could, again, don't have to be a person. It could be a thing, a place, job, whatever. He's like, it's not an even exchange. It's not like you loving me and I'm loving you. You might be loving me, but I'm saying I ain't loving this job. So again, understanding he's been masking his emotions, been dancing to somebody else's tunes, and he's been trying to be flexible, but he's saying now it's coming to the point that I got to free myself, because where I am right now is not where I want to be. He feels that that his soulmate, which will be again anybody is a higher than a regular average Joe lover out there, a divine lover, a soulmate, a twin flame, any of those things that he's saying right now. He feels you calling him in. That's why he's saying, and this calling him is causing this catalyst of a move of a domino effect. That's causing him to say, okay, I got to start the process of doing all this wands action, which is causing him the rebirth, so he can end up being his own individual person, because you want him to be his own individual person when he returns. So now again, you got to change in the wind. So in his spirituality, things are changing here. Things are becoming more black and white for him. He's getting some sense of direction. He's moving to the energies of understanding that the truth must be told. I got to look in my soul. I got to become wiser. I understand that I've got to take this mask off that I'm having here. I understand that I want to build blocks with my emotions, even with my divine feminine, looking at her to be more of a queen than I have before. And I understand that I've even left and abandoned myself, and I also abandoned my own divine counterpart as well. And so I've left them out in the cold. So I've got to deal with these abandonment issues that I have, even with myself, that have been done to me, and my divine feminine. Again, those abandonment issues come over here, and curtail over here is healing the family issues, because now the divine masculine is now seeing how this role of him being in this third party energies is all stemming from these abandonment issues that he has as well. So now he's dealing with that, and he's having a new rebirth to that, because he's seeing how fate is bringing this together. His thing is interesting. He has the divine masculine is having issues with the father. This is brought out. And over here we have issues about a mother or somebody who's either been a maternal authority, a female authority in this thing. And also he wants to gain confidence. He knows if he can get a good handle on this abandonment issues, this will help him to be emotionally confident, help him to be able to be on honor his own emotions and put them on a pedestal as well, so then he can be able to grow wings and fly and ascend and go to the next level. When it comes to the divine feminine, the issue here is children. Now this could go several ways. Again, children could be also about even physical children. That's that learning how to be able to be a master over that, helping to have loyalty about when it comes to children, and helping to also have an understanding of mastery, that's authority, loyalty, and friendliness, how he connects to others, and then how in his emotions, how he is nurturing self. This is if it's children. Also, again, it could be that she too has to have some family, some healing of some inner childhood wounds too, again, when it comes to the feminine energies. Because right now, whatever's going on with these children here, if she's got children or she's got to deal with the child within, it's been a never-ending story. She's becoming weary, and it's playing a part for her, the divine feminine energies, to not be able to grow wings about this. Understanding that things as matters of the heart is becoming more urgent. The sands of the hourglass are kind of spilling out, and they know in order for them to be ready, they got to make this change. They understand that they got to clean up some things too as well. You got to be more powerful, more in your strength, being more sturdy where you are, and cleaning things out in the ethers, because understanding that she too wants to regenerate some things, start something new, which is again mirroring what the divine masculine want to do. But when it comes to this children could also be a new beginning. So if you want to have that as well, those are the three things that the divine feminine is recognizing she's got to address. Okay. Next thing is there, we see it was karmic energies and actions going on with the divine masculine. Let's look and see and take some look-see and see what's going on with that. The karmic issues with the divine masculine. Clear. What are some karmic actions that's going on this weekend? What are some karmic actions that's going on with the divine feminine this weekend? The divine masculine is still stalking and lurking the divine feminine. He's looking and seeing whatever behind the scenes. He's seeing that she's living this high life. living her life like it's golden, 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 while he's still stuck here behind the mask here with it, and being with the karmic here, the divine karmic here as well. So he's still looking and seeing the divine. He's stuck in his situation and still looking at how the divine feminine is looking like she's just enjoying herself. He's seeing also in his emotions, he's got to take some actions. He's understanding he's going to have to start telling people to kiss his behind, although he is really masking his emotions here. And he's got to really start standing in his power and finding out who his true identity is as well. And this is also being mimicked and mirrored back in the karmic. She too has to learn how to kiss, tell some people to kiss her behind, take this action, also get her hold of being able to stand in her own power and get this unmask herself and truly be in her emotions. These two are both mirroring each other this weekend. So this is something, again, it's understanding this is 13 here, which is interesting because you got to put a depth to that. And so in order for you to have the beginning, something's got to end. This is interesting. The number 3 is here. You got to get in alignment. It's either which one you're going to be with, this one or this one. You could get with this, you could get with that, and you could get with this, and you could get with that. You could get with this, and you could get with that. You could get with this, but this is where it's at, okay? Engine number 9, moving down the transit line. Run off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. All right, divine feminine here. Again, your divine masculine is watching you, okay? He is watching you because that's going to help to be able to move these energies here, right here, to see what's she doing. Well, I'm working on my identities, working on standing in my power. This is what I'm doing in these solar plexus here. Again, she's nurturing herself. She's nurturing outside the world and other people too, as well. Divine masculine is looking at far away at a distance, understanding it's got to be some action here. Something's got to be in the end of a cycle here because we got the 9 wands here as well. So the divine feminine here, we got an ace of swords here. So right here, really this conflict is really, to me, is she's working on finding her own pathway in order to be able to stand in her truth. This right here is like, this is the divine truth here that she's got to get alignment with what's going on here. We got the 10 of Cups here. Also, the part of me, first thing when I look here, say her mind is on this, on the divine masculine, divine feminine karmic here as well. Both of them really, when it comes to it, and I'm looking at this 10 of Cups, this is interesting when I look at it and say, the divine in the karmic action, divine feminines, you got to work on unmasking yourself as far as in your emotions, just like the same thing way the divine masculines got to work with that as well. So everybody right now is working on unmasking their emotions. It's like a masquerade. The karmic got to work on that, you got to work on that, and they got to work on that too. Okay, and let's look and see what's happening as far as in the shadows. What's the shadow work we got to work on this weekend? What's the shadow work? What is our shadow work? Clear. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Divine Master, you're still working with this stuff, saying, is this me? You up there defending stuff that you don't even know what you're fighting for. And it's like, why? Why am I still picking up this sword and saying this is my cause and saying this is my truth? You're going to work on that. That's why they say this weekend is about rebirth and becoming your own individual person again. Because this to me looks like somebody being programmed. This would look like you like look like devil's minion. Whatever you want to call it. Somebody created you. This is not of your own to be able to do that work. And you got to work on these addictions. These things are sticking you in your back. Again, this addiction to sex, love, rock and roll and drugs, and whatever is money, all that stuff. The power. People calling you the man in the hour with so much power. All those things. You've got to work the shadow work. This is what you got to work on this weekend. Some of you all divine masters. You know what you're addicted to. It don't have to be those things that I had listed either. Divine feminine, the shadow work is blinded to the pain. Some of you all are not moving past the pain that the divine masculine had put there, or childhood wounds as well, or maybe yourself is put there. You got to learn that you got to start now seeing. Again, you got to be flexible and open. Again, same thing. Is this me? You got to be open. You're addicted. You got to be open. You got to be flexible if you have addiction issues, because you're only seeing it one way. This is my only solution to take this drink. This is my only solution to have sex, because that numbs me. It makes me get out of my body. I don't have to feel. It gives me temporary pleasure for that thing. Again, you got to find another way. And naked before the stars. Some of you all divine feminists are afraid, again, for you to really, truly be naked, be vulnerable. You're going against, you're going by what other people are doing. Some of you all might be using your charm or your body to be able to get certain ways about things as well. You know what things that you are doing too, that you looking for attention for, instead of you actually dealing with the actual issues that are at hand. All right, what things do you need to change? What things are going to be changed according to source this weekend? Clear. Being true to yourself. If you're having this great rebirth and you're actually doing the work, and the divine feminine is actually doing her work, that's going to cause you to really move into the energies of being true to yourself. So that means you're going to be able to find your bliss. You're going to be standing in your power. You're going to have that foundation of what's in your heart. You also are going to find a way is in your solar plexus. You're going to be able to stand in your power and have your true identity, as well for so as you being transformed is how you actually connect to people, having more healthy relationships to others. You're also healthy in doing that. You're going to be able to manifest things as well. Okay, for the divine feminine, what things are changing for you? For the divine feminine, what things are changing? Your finances, yay! So how you communicating about these finances? Maybe the way you changing your lingo or your either verbal or non-verbal thing, your actions about that. That's one way they want you to do. How are you communicating that? How you're using your throat to manifest things. Saying, well, I'm always, well, the universe is going to bring it to you that you always, you fill in the blank when it comes to finances. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to speak that word over my life. About that, you know, like I said, like most time rich people, they don't ever say that I'm always, they always say I'm temporarily out of there, and that's how you go into that. Okay, so this one, because once you do that, that's going to help you lead you and transform you into finding your bliss. Okay, also they said you need to work on taking the next step. All those things that they told you as far as being in your feminine, that you need to be understanding love is my lineage, and gratitude is my religion. Understanding that love is a part. I want to hear about where everybody in my family, they got divorced. Don't nobody have no happy marriage like that. Love is your lineage. Don't nobody have no job that they really love. And they always work down at the post office. Ain't nobody thought about going after their dreams. Love is my lineage. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through it. So they're saying make the steps to do it. And then they say also about the divine feminine, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. This week you need to make the what? The steps now. Take the steps now. Take them now. Because again, it's going to help you to stand, transform you, stand in your power. And it's going to help you be able to receive the downloads and be in your heart space as well. Okay? What things are you going to be surrendering this weekend? Clear. For divine masculine, you're going to surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let his spirit work his magic for you. So do the work in helping you to rebirth. They said all these actions, they got you in these wands that they tell you about that. You might be fighting some of the actions that are made towards you to help you in that light and dark come together. But at the end, you're going to have victory. But you got to be able to surrender the spirit to help you. And then surrender negative thinking. Like you might say, oh, this ain't going to work. This here. But again, you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations, because you need that, because you need to remain flexible and open this weekend. And for the divine feminine here, they want you to surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. That's what you are working on this weekend. Okay? All right, and to end, the final note from the universe for this update, for this weekend update. Source wants to say this and leave you with this note, twin flames. Clear. Okay, you are giving too many fucks. Give 0, because this weekend is all about you. Okay, so divine masculine, work on that rebirth, work on that becoming that individual person. The only person you're supposed to be really caring about right now is you. Divine feminine, go move into those energies that I just talked to you about again, because right now too many of you all, they saying you're giving you are giving too many fucks about stuff. Just give 0 out, because right now it's all about you. And that's why I was wondering why they brought to me again, why they said this weekend is about self-love. This is 4th of July weekend, which is independence, freedom. The way we had came over here in America, and although America is not being great right now, like the so-called president wants us to be again, but in order for this to be great again, we got to kind of grow into and get into that headspace of understanding that, yes, we got to start giving 0 F's about things that's going on, and just concentrate on ourselves and practice self-love. That is the true freedom that we are seeking, and what we are trying to achieve on this journey, again, to have our own way of doing things that create our own freedom, not only for ourselves but for others as well, that's coming and trailblazing behind us as twin flames, as also understanding as light workers as well. And we can't lead anybody else like Sojourner Truth into freedom unless we know the way and unless we have tasted freedom ourselves. So remember that this weekend, as you all are having your barbecues and stuff like that, and if some of you all are not, you're practicing your own self-love and doing those things like they said. I said a happy Independence Day to the divine masculine, because you seem as if, according to what they showed there, you're doing the work. Thank you to our divine feminine energies. Remember, I told you before, because it seems as if you are being aware and the divine masculine is feeling that they've got to make that change, which is also causing for the divine karmics as well, feeling that shift as well. Because if one person is making a shift, then we're creating that domino effect all around. It's not just something that's just going to be felt by just one person, because again, divine masculine, you're going to move into that energy of knowing exactly who you are, saying, is this me? And divine feminine, you're going to be able to move past the pain and really be able to taste, I was about to say taste the rainbow, and have that true freedom that you deserve, which is having the love and that you are to experience, and like I say about the love lineage as well. Remember again, those of you all that might be interested in doing my love letters from the Divineunisouls, they're very good. Again, they open your mind to help you to understand what your divine counterpart is thinking. They're very truthful, very brutal about what's going on with them in these love letters, which has been very 34. It's been very shocking to me. All of them have been. Everybody said that when I talk, I use the vernacular, I use the talk. They can hear their divine counterparts talking through me, giving them the messages. It's just $14. Make sure this weekend, since it is the holiday, you could go ahead and put in your order. Well, please note and understand, and I probably will not be fulfilling it in and start and get back on until Monday. That gives me time to kind of catch up on some of the ones that I already have, and then also, but you can go ahead and order it. Just know that I won't be back on until Monday, and then I'll start cranking those love letters and out. But you also, if you want something you want to know instantly and why I'm off, you always have the instant readings that you can go to. It's $7 for the situation, $4 for the solution. You pick which one the Spirit leads you to from 1 through 18. And you got 1 through 18 readings that I've already downloaded for you, and you can get your reading any time of the night, 24/7. You can get a reading by me, so that I keep you kind of busy until I'm back on until Monday, so you can get your personal reading. But like again, you can book it anytime. It's this again, you won't be having your reading done that day over the weekend, because this is the holiday and I want to rest and kind of recharge myself back up. And I thank you so very much for those of you all that have gotten your love letters and your feedback and everything. That really lets me know of me taking time out and listening to Spirit and actually doing that. You know, of course we know if they told me that it was going to be good anyway, but I just also just gave me confirmation that I'm actually helping you all through the process, and helping a lot of you all heal too. You all are doing a lot of healing through that. So if there's some things it's like, I can't get over this, why did the divine masculine do this, or why did the divine feminine do this, treat yourself to a love letter this weekend. Just $14 again, and it's just well worth the investment to really get some of those answers from your divine counterpart as well. Is there anything else? Okay, they tell me I need to shut them and get off. All right then. Well, by golly, why? All right then. I'm off. That's the divine masculine. Say that's enough. Until next time. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, and stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, namago. Love you.